everybody, welcome back again to another Train to Mile 4 video. It feels like we've been doing quite a lot of TSW4 recently, but it's been good. I thought we might as well come back to the Brighton Mainline, as it has been a little while. It's been more than like a week since we've been on it. And we're going to do a run in the class 387 from Gatwick Airport up to London Victoria. So sort of tying in with the Gatwick Express 40th birthday, which is going on sort of now as of recording this. So I don't know when this will be going out, but yeah, as of now, it's happening. So let's. Ooh, that was an interesting sound. All the fly doors going. Let's get the safety systems on. There we go. Stick the key in. Neutral. DRA on. Oh, actually, no, it's green, so we'll take that off. And we'll do the doors. We don't even fit in platform 6. I'm sort of unsure if it's been modelled incorrectly in some way, but I mean, literally barely fit on the platform. Well, actually, you probably could go a bit further. Seems like a little bit too tight. It probably wouldn't be that tight in real life. Although things have actually been changed here now. This is now sort of a through-down platform. Cool. Victoria's on the PIS, so we should be all good. Manual suppression. Is that the DAS, the driver advisory system? There goes the turbo coming in there, the 166. Right, we are fast all the way to Victoria. We don't have to stop at any of the other stops. That's what the fly doors are. Yeah, they are. They are shut from that like clunk sound at the beginning. Right, get the weather door shut, and then the little. I don't really think that really has a name, really. Sort of the. I mean, this is sort of the sliding door, and then this one is sort of the. I don't know. Well, on the 377s. Well, actually, I've done it on a 387. Done the door, but I don't know if there actually is a name for this door. Sort of, I suppose, yeah, just sort of the cab swinging door. Yeah, the swinging door. There, the swing door. That's probably the best term for it if I was trying to describe it to someone. Let's get the door shut. Right, London Victoria next. Forward, and let's get going. Cool. Yeah, fast all the way. I'll probably just tweak the audio just a little bit. Pop that up. So yeah, the cab swing door, the sliding door, and then you've got the fly doors at the front, which on this game, yeah, you can see a few little fly splatters. Oh, I've just noticed something which is going to annoy me now. The fly stains or whatever are symmetrical on both doors. No, I'm not going to not notice that now. Yeah, I'm performed with a full 12 coaches as well. But recently they've been really bad, the fly doors. Like very much like living up to the name. Like the whole door is just splats of flies. Like this that's like normal. But as you know, as I suppose it's getting warmer, all the bugs and insects are coming out. Just imagine literally the whole door. Like there's not much yellow to it. It's just black spots everywhere on the door. That's what it's been like recently, and you've got to touch it to open it and close it, and if I were a rush with the hands after, as that's one of the things in my role which I have to do is split and attach. So yeah, when you're splitting it, you literally do have to touch the flies basically, because you've got to grab the handle to close the door. Although when you're attaching, it's not as bad, as you're sort of just using your T key and then sort of kicking the door. So Yeah, attaching is not too bad. When you're splitting it, you really sort of have to get your hand in there on the flies to then close it and key it. So yeah, on sort of the hot, humid days, it's very messy. We're up to a 90 miles per hour, which is our top speed. I do like the sort of running sound on this train. Ambient sort of whir of the car. Cool. Yeah, there we go. So it is a non-stop run, but most of the time you do then have to slow down right through East Croydon and Clapham Junction. It's quite rare to sort of just get like just a complete run where you're just following greens the whole way. Yeah, but by the time we get to East Croydon, we'll be following something, and we might even have to come to a stop. But East Croydon's sort of the bottleneck, and even more so in real life with Thameslink. There's Salford Station. You've got a good footbridge there you can watch trains from. As we struggle to actually hit 90, we are going uphill here, so it's a bit slower accelerating. And then over to the right fairly soon you've got East Surrey Hospital, which is sort of like the main hospital of sort of, well, yeah, the main hospital was sort of the sort of north-west Sussex, or north of West Sussex, and sort of Surrey, and east of, or west of East Sussex, and sort of yeah, the big hospital. And you've got Ayleswood Station, which I've been to, yeah, before actually. I've been to most stations on this route, like in person, getting off. Well, it's this end of the route. I mean, once you get up into London, yeah. In fact, what stations have I been sort of got on or got off at? Brighton, Preston Park, Burgess Hill. Have I got off at Hassocks before? Think I have. Yeah, Burgess Hill I've got off at, Wivelsfield I've got off at, Haywards Heath I've got off of at, Balcombe I haven't, because there's like no need to really get off there. Three Bridges I have, Gatwick I have, Hawley I have, because that's where the theory test centre is. Salfords I haven't, Ayleswood I have. So when I'm visiting someone in hospital, we got off there and walked down to the hospital. Red Hill quite a few times. Merstham, haven't, because no need to. Coulston South again, haven't. Purley, yeah, so when you get sort of not into London, it's less. So Purley, no. Purley Oaks, no. South Croydon, no. East Croydon, yes, many times. Selhurst, yes, because I did work experience and we had to go to the Selhurst depot. Thornton Heath, no. Norbury, no. Streatham Common, no. Balham, yes. That was for my PTS train, then we had to go to Streatham Hill, so I got off at Balham to then change trains. Wandsworth Common, no. Clapham Junction, yes. Battersea Park, no. And then Victoria, yes. So most of the ones sort of south, and then once you get into London, still a fair few. Get a flight by shot. Absolutely flying along. And And another route on TSW East Coastway, I've been to a fair few of those stations as well. I've got off, well, actually Plumpton's not in it, but I've been Plumpton. I've got off there before. Cooksbridge, I've got off there before. I got on there. Lewis, been there, done that many times. Falmer, football, lots of times. Well, it's when I did go to football, which was about 5 years ago. Molescombe, no. London Road, yes. When we did the Seaford train trip video, I got on at London Road, and then sort of took the train back to then get a seat for going to Seaford, and then recorded Seaford back to Brighton. South East, no. New Haven Town, possibly yes. New Haven Harbour, no. Bishopstone, yes. Seaford, yes. Then Hampden, no, I haven't been to Glyndberwick or Polegate, although I have been to Hampden Park and Eastbourne. And there are a fair few other stations I've been to as well, which are on this game. It's quite cool sort of working out how many stations you visited. I don't know, how, that's a good comment below. How many stations have you actually been to? It'd be interesting. How many have you been to? Maybe a rough guess, or... Absolutely flying along. Got about 89 miles per hour, basically 90 now. As we drive our Gatwick Express service, which, yeah, they are, as mentioned earlier, they are celebrating 40 years of service. I'm still annoyed because I work for sort of the same company, and I know at GX they got like GX40 badges, badges we can sort of pop on, and we didn't. It was like, oh, I want a GX40 badge. Maybe you could buy them. Coming up on Stoats Nest Junction. We'll sort of just let it coast now, as it's not too far, and we've got the 60 at South Croydon, 45, then probably 30. I think there is one service which goes through platform 2 at East Croydon, so I remember doing it before and I was like stunned. I was like, hang on, we're going through platform 2? Yeah, really not common to go through there. Still hoping this route does get an update at some point. Or just sort of a remake. I mean, yeah, seeing it quite, West Somerset Railway. What's the other one? There's another one getting redone. Oh, there was one recently. I think after West Somerset Railway. I can't think of it. No, there's one in the Long Island Railroad. It's my Long Island Railroad got redone. So I mean, hopefully at some point this route will get redone. It'll certainly be a great route to see, with all of its potential, and with a 455. Right, coming up on South Croydon. And imagine fairly soon we will start getting yellows. I'd be really surprised if we don't get a cautionary signal on this run, excluding right at the end coming into Victoria, where we'll have a single yellow. Excluding that. There's a 60. Shouldn't really be people walking on the fast platforms. Down to 45, and we have got a junction indicator position 1, and we did actually have a yellow then, so we are following something. So that'll probably also stop at Clapham Junction, which means we will then have to stop near enough at Clapham Junction. Signal blocks are quite short here though. I don't know why I keep hearing like the reverse a beep. Might be other services starting up. Tend to do a little beep when they're coming through here, as it's a fairly busy station, East Croydon. It's actually quite a nice station, East Croydon, sort of building wise and sort of the architecture. It's quite sort of a, I don't know, it's still sort of got a nice sort of classic feel to it. Yeah. And there's also one of these buildings here, we might have actually already gone past it. It's got a little bit of, might be here actually, I mean. Yeah, it's like a little network rail training area. But no, the bit, it's a bit slightly rough. I wouldn't want to be there at night time. Or certainly I have been. There goes the 375 on a southeastern diversionary service. I've actually worked at East Croydon. It was quite a good shift actually. Twice. This was it was basically at the furthest north I went with a shift with who I used to work for. Yeah, East Croydon. Wow, feels weird thinking that I did actually do a couple of shifts there. I think it was when the Queen sadly passed away, and it was basically just sort of yeah, helping out sort of the crowds and stuff. So I was there for a couple of days. Basically, yeah, just providing and giving out information, and yeah, it was cool. Yeah, some good staff there as well. But that was like, I think, what was that? 6 AM to 3 PM, so I didn't ever do a late shift there. That might be a slightly different story. But it wasn't actually too bad when I did those there. Through Thornton Heath. There's number 387. Nice run though. If you have made it this far in the video, thanks all for still being in. As we, well, we're not that far off now. Yeah, about 10 minutes and we should be at Victoria. Nice little runs you get on this route. In terms of service variety, this route is great. So many different services you can do. Probably has like the most variety out of like any TSW timetable. There's always sort of something. Well, actually, Blackpool branches, that's got a lot as well. In terms of sort of modern stuff, though, this is pretty decent. You got Norbury. Yeah, why are the people on the fasts on the platforms? They're all like barricaded off in real life, but not really any train would ever stop there. It's quite funny the way that quite a lot of these stations do actually have platforms on the fast lines. Like maybe, way back when they first got built, they thought, there'd be trains stopping there quite regularly. Maybe there was. And then sort of over time, this has sort of then become the fast line, and then they sort of don't get used now. Unless, for whatever reason, they need to be. I know Selhurst, that on the fast lines, does get used a fair bit. I think it's on the fast route. When football's on at Selhurst Park, I think sometimes they do stop trains, fast trains at Selhurst on the fast. But I mean, for the other station, Norbury, Streatham Common, maybe when the slow lines are shut for maintenance, they might stop on the fast. But basically, it's just sort of a, I suppose, a backup really nowadays. There's a station, Thameslink are considering opening, called Wixham's, in between Flitwick and Bedford. But there's only going to be platforms on the slow lines, which means like after I think 10 PM or so, like every week. I don't think it'll be every day, but the service will like have to stop early, as Network Rail shut like the slow lines or something to check. So yeah, so it's sort of handy having those fast line platforms. Right, that's coming down to 60. There we go. As we come up to Balham. See a 455 on this route though. So far I've only seen one cautionary signal, and that was at East Croydon. Although saying that, by the time we got to it, it was green, so surely it won't be a clear through run though. It's rare you get a run where it's just greens the whole way. I mean, ideally we probably are still following that service. Might still get stopped. That's Wandsworth Common. So up next is Clapham Junction. This is a hot spot for being brought down and stopping before the station. Well, I don't see any yellows yet, not for us. Now we got a green, bloody hell. This is unusual. I was saying on most services you do end up getting cautionary signals. I mean, technically we have, but we haven't been brought down to stop yet. Surely coming into Victoria, I'll probably end up being early at this rate. And then the Southwest Mainline joins up with us, just up here, sort of emerges from the cut-in. As in real life, you sort of look to the left and see all the 455s, the 450s, the 458s, the 444. So many trains SWR run, it's great. through Clapham Junction at speed, well, at 60 miles an hour. But still just greens. And down to 45, fairly short, fairly soon. That's a little bit slow because before this I was recording a run in the high speed train, which was going up to about 110 miles an hour, so going at this speed feels a little bit slower. Only because I've driven the HST before this. And up we go. Then over the Southwest Mainline. Goodbye, Southwestern Railway. Maybe one day we sort of come over and see them going under in the game. Maybe one day. Not going on the Battersea Reversible, which is slow. That's Battersea Park station on the right. Cautionary signal. We are going to stop before Victoria. Unbelievable. And now it's green. Before I think we even got the AWS bin. Which does mean we are cleared into Victoria. Unbelievable. And over at Grosvenor Bridge. Which at night time looks really nice when you sort of look out to the left and see both of those bridges lit up. Look at that, a dual departure. Brilliant. You don't get that on other routes. Like as much as you do on here. Literally, you could sit here for like 10 minutes and you'll see like 20 or 30 trains. Maybe not 30, but probably at least 20. Platform 13, which is sort of the GatEx platform. I think it's 13 and 14. Or was it 12 and 13? No, I think it's 13 and 14. Again, we have done a real life video of the Gatwick Express in our sort of train trip video playlist. Yeah, 13 and 14. So its own sort of island. Or really, I suppose you could call it a headland platform, couldn't you? Really, so it's not like an island. It's more of sort of a headland, sort of sticking out, and then but still sort of connected. I don't know. I suppose it is sort of an island platform, isn't it? Or is like a technical term for when it's like this? Headland. It's sort of like a headland, isn't it? Pokes out, still connected, sort of the end bit, so it's not sort of floating off on its own like an island. I don't know. We're getting too technical now. This is Victoria. Well, that was a fun journey. Yeah, sort of back on the BML again. Means we can tick it off for another few days. And we don't want to eat the buffer. There we go. Let's do that. Do the doors, left side door release, DRA on, headlights off, set you to on, set you to off. There we go. Well, that is going to be it, everybody, for today's Train Sim World video. Links can be found in all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.